Ba-doo. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the live stream. That's right. I'm switching to this music because I don't have any of the rights for the music that I was just playing. It's time for dance pop, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it's time for. What the stream is for 3 hours. I hope you enjoy it. 2 hours 59 to go. What are you talking about? Painful. Can you hear these beats? I'm just kidding. It's not going to be this for 2 hours. At some point, we'll switch to Feeding the Ducks. Listen to that as well. It'll be fun. We've also got another number of other big tunes we're going to be playing for you tonight. We've got Night Driving, Lo-Fi, Into Space. We've got a bunch of background music, folks. We've got an endless amount of background music. It's going to be coming at you all night. It's going to be live here on YouTube. YouTube is the #1 social media network for saying absolutely nothing. You can barely say anything on this show tonight, folks, and we will be saying it. Whatever the YouTube terms and conditions say that we're allowed to say, folks, we'll be saying it. What do we think about COVID-19? Live tonight on this channel, we're going to be checking the T's and C's. We're going to be checking the YouTube T's and C's live, and on there, we're going to find out what we think about COVID-19, and we're going to be giving that to you live, folks. It's going to be a live reading of what the YouTube terms and conditions say that we're allowed to say about various topics. It's live. It's all night. The time now is 8 minutes past 8. I didn't wait until it was 8 minutes past 8 to say that. It just happened, and that is breaking. That is breaking stuff. Jane says, I see Farage is pushing for testing again. Listen, let me find that video. Before I find that video, let's just really sort of appreciate Feeding the Ducks. And I'm just kidding. I got this video somewhere. Farage is going like, well, look what's happening in China. I think it's time for us to cancel Christmas again. God, I can actually remember a time when I thought this Farage individual was actually on the level. You know, I actually thought there was a time when, Farage was trying to help and we're going to get Brexit and everything's going to be great. Oh, here he is. Here he is. Okay, let me show you. Share. Brave tab. Okay, here it is. You guys see this? You can see it here. Okay, yeah, right. So let's see what Farage has got to say. Farage, who endorsed Tony Blair to head up the UK. Exactly! Dude, Charlotte, I was actually on the Farage train until I saw that video of him saying, I think we should put Tony Blair in charge. And at that point, I was like, okay, this guy is unsalvageable. That was actually the video that put me off this guy. So, Abby Roberts tweeted this out today. Let's check. What has Farage got to say?
When COVID first broke 2 years ago, what did the government do? Nothing. The flights from China continued, and yes, COVID came to Britain.
Actually, I think they destroyed everyone's life, didn't they? It's like when COVID came to Britain, well, the government do nothing. No, they didn't. They did 2-for-1 Nando's. Okay? They did eat out to help. What are you talking about? They did 2-for-1 Nando's. They made us all put masks on that don't do anything. They destroyed small businesses to make sure that the COVID couldn't get to any of the small businesses. It was a really solid strategy. What the government was doing was like, right, okay, COVID's coming. What we need to do is destroy all the small businesses, and then they'll have to close, and then people won't be in shops, and they won't be able to catch COVID. It was absolutely magnificent strategy.
It may have come in the end anyway, but here we have a massive outbreak in China. We have no idea whether this is a new variant, a new problem. Italy, Japan, the USA are putting travel restrictions on.
Man, this geezer will just say whatever the establishment tell him to say, won't he? What's that in the background? That looks like an orange KKK hood. Is that what it is?
We have no idea whether this is a new variant, a new problem. Italy, Japan, the USA are putting travel restrictions on Chinese visitors, saying you've got to get a negative test before you come. And apparently the British government are simply considering it. It's the same.
Oh, it's the same. I tell you what, it's the same, Farage. It's the same old media celebrities and government working in hand. The media celebrities come out and go, well, the government are only considering. I can't believe this is outrageous. It's like when the government would come out and they say, we're locking you down and we're doing this and you can't see your grandmother and you can't do this. And then the media would come out and be like, I can't believe they've not gone further. Oh, this is appalling. They're locking us in our houses, but we're allowed to go in the garden. We shouldn't be allowed to go in the garden. And then all the questions at the press conference was the journalists would pretend to be journalists and be like, Jane Smith, BBC, Prime Minister, do these restrictions go far enough? You know what I mean? Like all of our freedoms and everything's vanishing in front of our eyes. And all the so-called journalists would just get up and be like, Prime Minister, shouldn't we be... Tom Harwood would be up there like, Prime Minister, shouldn't we be locked in our homes more? Do these go far enough? Do you know what I mean? Shouldn't we be locking people down more, Prime Minister? You know what I'm saying? God, it's the same crap.
Same as before. They act, it's too little, too late. And then when they do, they lock the rest of us down. Let's put travel restrictions on Chinese visitors now.
Listen, okay? You and I both know that there is no... am I allowed to even say this on YouTube? YouTube, what are the new terms and conditions for the new COVID-19 panic? Do I have to say, listen, if you want to know what I think about this, just whatever the World Health Organization say that I think that. Do I have to say that? God, it's insufferable trying to talk about anything on YouTube. I think because this isn't COVID-19, surely this isn't applicable to the COVID-19 regulations. Okay, it's 2022. Can somebody text YouTube and just ask them what we think about this? Do you think? I lost my job due to the vax in 2021. I'm due to start again in Jan, and this is starting again. Is it really starting again? You know what I was going to say on this stream? I was like, I feel like they're trying to start it again. And this tweet from Farage was me being like, oh, I think they're trying to start it again with this Farage guy. I was thinking if they were going to start it again, that we wouldn't have had Christmas. But what do you think? Do you think they're going... I think they might be going for like September 2023. You know? I think they might be going for September 2023 for the next pandemic. When do you think they're planning the next pandemic? Text in, let us know. We're asking all night, when is the next pandemic? I think maybe climate change they're trying to lock us down on next. If they change what they lock us down for and they lock us down again, and people just go along with it. Honestly, I don't know how we're going to get through to people. Do you know what I mean? Like, if they're just like, oh, the wind's blowing, you can't leave your house, and people are just in their house, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? Like, surely, if they come up with the virus again, I'll kind of understand why the same group of people would be like, okay, I'm used to cowering my house when the government tell me that I might get a cold. So they're telling me that again. I'll hide in my basement again. But if they change the whole narrative and be like, oh, now that it's raining, well, now the sun's out, so you can't leave your house. And people are like, oh, now it's the sun's out, I can't leave my house. It's like there's no hope to get through these people. You know what I mean? Like, if they can just change the narrative completely and get the same result, like if they don't even have to go back to a pandemic again. Listen, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm drinking lemon and ginger and tea at the moment, but the Baileys might be coming out. The Christmas Baileys has not come out all Christmas. Okay, I didn't have any Baileys on Christmas Eve. I didn't have any Baileys Christmas Day, Boxing Day, all the crap days in between Boxing Day and now. And the Baileys might be coming out tonight, folks, live. That's what we're allowed to cover here on YouTube, what drinks I'm having. Am I allowed to have Baileys on YouTube? Or is that against WHO terms and cons? The old T's and C's. April the 1st, you reckon? Do you guys know that there's actually 13 months in the year, apparently? And April the 1st is actually the first day of the year, but they changed it. Do you remember? September, which is 7. October, which is the number 8. November, which is the number 9. December, Dec, which is the number 10. But have you noticed how September is the 9th month, but Sept is 7? October is the 10th month, but Oct is 8. November is the 11th month, but Nov is 9. Like, do you see what I'm saying? There's a lot of BS they've pulled on us, man. And one of them, and that's why it's April Fool's Day. It's like, oh, April Fools. Fooled someone on this day. They really do take the piss, you know that. Have a cisgender Baileys, huh? It's not Christmas without Baileys. Yeah, I do agree. I do agree. It's like Christmas is the only time of year that I drink Baileys, obviously. Okay, I'm not some kind of psycho. I don't know whether I like these big bubbles so you can really see what people say. But then it does cover up the majority of my face, which is not the best look for a live stream. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an important piece of breaking news from the Ozmeister. The Ozmeister has said people who wear face masks on their profile pics are C units. I can't say that whole thing, but I can't disagree with the sentiment. I'll tell you that much. As a Christian, I can't get on board with the potty mouth, quite frankly. I'm just kidding. I say stuff like that all the time, unfortunately. But I do agree. Anyone, well, you really have to think to yourself, why would somebody put a face mask on in their profile picture? You know? It's a really like, because you know that when you're taking like a selfie or something for your profile, you're not in any sort of danger of spreading a virus. You've deliberately put a mask on for your profile picture. Like, do you know what I mean? You've chosen. Don't worry, Charlotte. We're going to come to Andrew Tate at some point. I'm sure we will. But do you know what I mean? Like, you've chosen. Yeah, see? I told you. I do. When I'm doing comedy, I can't help but swear. It's annoying. But do you know what I mean? That they've chosen to wear a mask for a photo that they know is going to be used to represent them on social media. Like, that's really odd. You know? So it's not a safety issue when you wear a mask in a selfie. What it is you're saying to people, I wear masks. You want people to know that you wear a mask. You want people to know that you comply with what you're told to do. That's your special feature of you, is that I do exactly what the government tell me. Because you think that makes you better than other people. Because what we've done in today's society is we've confused cowardice with courage. You know, these people think like, I'm so fantastic that I'm wearing a mask. I wear a mask all the time because I'm so virtuous. It's not virtuous to be a coward. You know? It's really not. If a tyrannical government is taking away everyone's rights and forcing them to wear masks and blah, 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 it's really not virtuous to go along with it and really be a poster boy for it. It's not virtuous at all. You know? But it is cowardly. You know, but people, they want to be special these days, don't they? They want to stand out on social media. And the bizarre thing is that some of these people, they try and stand out by putting on a mask and looking like everyone else. It's sad that Paul Joseph Watson is totally all for Tate. Oh, jeez. Though it is refreshing that his Telegram chat followers definitely are not. Listen, Paul Joseph Watson is another one where I was like, somebody showed me a video of his where he was talking about like people that go along with conspiracy theories and stuff. And like, it seems like he's changed. Like, I'm starting to seriously consider that anyone with a huge following, you know, probably isn't who they say they are. You know what I mean? Like, someone who's like fighting the establishment and they've got 1.6 million and they're giant. But the weird thing is, though, the reason I say I think Paul Joseph Watson has changed is because Paul Joseph Watson was the one who first shared my Brexit video and like launched my YouTube channel, basically. He shared my Brexit video, and then before you know it, I had like 40,000 subs. And it just went onwards from there. And something he didn't do, okay, he didn't remove, I watermarked the video with my social media. And Tom Harwood removed the watermark and then put the video up. So that's how I know Tom Harwood is a POS. Because what Tom Harwood was doing, Tom Harwood went out of his way to take my information off my own video. Now, there's no reason for Tom Harwood to do that other than, because I don't know Tom Harwood. It's not like he was my enemy at the time. Okay? So what he was doing is trying to make sure that I didn't achieve notoriety from my own work, which is so weird because he had nothing to gain from that unless he's an establishment toady who just does whatever the establishment tells him to do. And they were like, right, make sure that people don't hear from this guy again. Make sure that this Brexit Burger King guy vanishes with this clip, you know? Because I watermarked my video so that people could find me. And he removed the watermark, put the video up on his YouTube, okay? And then the algorithm started pushing all the traffic for my comedy video to Tom Harwood's YouTube channel with my name removed, okay? At least 4 newspaper articles were written about the bit of comedy, and all of them spelled my name incorrectly. All of them spelled my name incorrectly. So basic journalism is like, right, who's the guy in the video? How do you spell his name? Blah, blah, blah. You're asking me to believe that all 4 of the journalists, all 4 different papers, all messed it up accidentally. No, they deliberately went out of their way as well to be like, right, let's misspell this guy's name to make sure no one can find it. Right, Paul Joseph Watson didn't do any of that. Paul Joseph Watson actually left the watermark on and put my video in his video. And because he left the watermark on, my YouTube went nuts. Is this for me? You got a comment of thank you from Brian Harvey at Brian Harvey TV. Was that a while ago? Chippy Chap, or is that a new one? I remember when Brian Harvey said thank you to me back when Alex Belfield was like refusing to talk to him or something because he said he was a criminal for doing exactly what Alex Belfield was accused of doing, apparently. Do you remember? To be fair, it's a hard name to spell if you're a moron. Yeah, it's a hard name to spell if you're a moron, but also if you put out a deliberate wrong spelling of it, then it doesn't matter whether someone can spell. Oh, yes, for me. A few months ago, but he mentioned it just before Christmas. What, just before this Christmas? I'm confused. That's nice of him, though. I like Brian Harvey. Oh, just before this Christmas. Oh, let's see that. I like Brian Harvey. Brian Harvey TV, you say? Brian Harvey TV Plus. Man, this guy is completely censored. He's on Brian Harvey TV Plus. Oh man, that's hilarious. He's done like 2, 3. His latest upload is like from 7 months ago. So I'm not sure he thanked me recently. Latest from BHTV Plus. There was a stream 3 days ago. Is that the one? He'd done a stream the other night and your name came up again as he was talking about Belfield. Oh, sweet. The Belfield Panama was boring. I prefer the tape performance. Oh, do you have any idea when the timestamp is, Chippy Chap? Because I would like to see that. But the stream is over an hour long. And it's not going to be good entertainment for everyone if I just trawl through it now. Do you know what I would really like to watch? I would like to show you guys this incredible video about the Joe Rogan sponsors, and man, this guy goes into it. I'm not sure as his stream kept crashing. Man, they're still messing with this guy, you know. Brian Harvey's, you want to see someone they're messing with? Check out Brian Harvey. You know? The reason why I know that Tate is full of it is because I know what it's like when you're banned and you're censored. I know what happens to you. Okay, I know what happens when the establishment want to minimize your voice. And let me tell you something. You don't go on Piers Morgan uncensored. Okay? You don't appear in the top of all the Google search rankings. It's like, do people really think that Andrew Tate is this voice that they're trying to get rid of, but they can't, and he's like number one in the world everywhere? Like, they're just so desperate to get rid of him, but they've messed up in such a way that he's one of the most famous people in the world, and he's all over the news and everywhere. The guy is everywhere. There is no more pushed celebrity at the moment than Andrew Tate. He is the number one push down your throat celebrity at the moment, the number one. And you want to tell me that he's banned from the internet? Guys, when you're banned from the internet, this is what happens to you, okay? You end up with a few thousand subscribers, doing live streams, getting community strikes. No one can find you. All your stuff shadow banned. Okay, this is what happens to you. You want to see what... You want to see? Brian Harvey is banned. Brian Harvey is censored. Okay? Andrew Tate isn't. All right? If the establishment hate you, you don't be like, dude, I've got 75 cars and I drive them all around and I'm on the internet everywhere and everyone knows me. And, that is not what happens. His accent is really sus. Have you noticed his fake accent is kind of like Russ? It's kind of like a mimic of Russell Brand. It's like a really sort of bad, fake British accent, He went into this one on one of his recent podcasts. He was trying to mimic a made-up person, and he went into his own voice. Dude, I remember seeing a clip of Tate talking about the pandemic and being like, "Oh wow, this guy's really making sense. This is all true what he's saying." For a while I was like, "Okay, this guy sounds like." The first time I heard him talking, he was talking about, "I knew the pandemic was all bullshit when I was on a plane, and I was on a rich plane, and they didn't make me take my mask off. But then I got on a regular flight, and they were like, put the mask on. I was like, oh, this is all bullshit." And I was like, okay, this guy's talking some sense. But as soon as I hear somebody talking some sense, especially in a kind of this is what the establishment are doing. Whenever I see someone being like, this is what the establishment are doing, and they're everywhere, and they're on mainstream media, and they're all the top of search engines, I'm like, okay, why are they allowing you to be there if you're a thorn in their side? You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm sure he did. Anyone who thinks Thunberg runs her own Twitter account needs their head checking. Right. And this is what I'm saying to you guys. This is what I'm saying to you. There is no one that I'm more sure is an establishment pawn than Greta Thunberg. Everything that Greta Thunberg does and says is just bang on the establishment agenda of climate change, right? So when she interacts with Andrew Tate and it becomes a thing that everyone's aware of, it's like she's bringing eyeballs to Andrew Tate. You know what I mean? She's blowing up Andrew Tate by interacting with him. She's doing that because she does what she's told. She's been told to do that, so she's doing it. They're not having a legitimate bust up. I mean, what's the result of this bust up? More people know who Andrew Tate is. More people know who Greta Thunberg is. It's a giant carousel, where they all go on each other's shows and they talk to each other on social media. And, it's the establishment directing the spotlight where they want it to be. Hey, it's Riding with Matt, but I've changed my name. Welcome, Uncle Traveling Matt. Don't get me started on the 33 cars and, the pizzas and stuff. It's it's just taking the piss now, isn't it? It's a big pantomime. It's a big show. It's like, oh, Tate done this with Thunberg, and now he's arrested, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, look over here at these clown celebrities. Whatever Andrew Tate or Greta Thunberg do or don't get up to is not the big issue, is it? But it's all the media focuses on it. Andrew Tate's been arrested for blah, blah, blah. Why is that news? Why is Andrew Tate being arrested? Even if it's true, which it probably isn't, but even if it's true, think about it. Why is it news to you that some guy that you don't know is arrested for this or that? It's not news, is it? It's not important, is it? Okay, it's a giant distraction. Even if the guy is legitimately involved in human trafficking, which I don't doubt that he is, but I doubt the arrest is legitimate, there's no point in even you looking at it, is it? I thought this guy was banned. If he's banned, why is there so much media coverage of his arrest? It's like, oh, the establishment are trying to wipe him out by arresting him. Then why is there so much media coverage of it? If they're trying to secretly wipe him out, why would there be media coverage? There wouldn't. If the establishment are trying to wrongfully put someone in prison, whatever, do you think there's wall-to-wall media coverage? Of course there isn't. If the establishment want you to disappear, you just effing disappear. You don't disappear on The Guardian, on CNN, on Talk TV. You just disappear. And they don't talk about it. Or they just put you in prison and then you don't talk about it. They're making such noise about this guy that he's fake. By the way, guys, this is Wobbler. I've also changed my name. Jeez. Wait, Andrew Neil was interviewing him? Are you serious? Andrew Neil has interviewed Andrew Tate. Andrew Neil, the political guy. What's the excuse for that? Anne is exactly right. It is a message to others to keep their mouths shut. That's exactly what it is. It's a giant advert for, oh, look, we can put anyone in prison that we want. So this guy is outspoken about, hey, the establishment, blah, 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 blah. And then he gets locked up and put in prison on false charges. And it's kind of like, that's the message they're sending. It's a warning to anyone that's thinking about opening their mouth. Hey, look, we can do this to him. We'll do it to you. And Andrew Tate's just playing that role. You know, they blow this guy up. They make him so everyone knows who he is. And then it's like, and he's been put in prison. And Andrew Tate will like, if I'm part of the establishment, why would I be saying stuff against them? Well, so that they can make a massive media show of the consequences of what happened to you for doing it to put other people off doing it for real. How about that? I'm B. If you say BRB when you come back, do you say I'm B? As in I'm back? Is that what you say? I got to find this Andrew Neil interview. Andrew Neil and Tate. Oh, no. Can't find it. Does that really exist? Oh. You meant Piers Morgan. No wonder I couldn't find it. Thanks, Charlotte. Charlotte just texted me that. Thank you. That's service, man. Okay, yeah. That would have been even more sus. That would have been more sus. Should we watch some of that interview? Should we watch Andrew Tate being interviewed by Piers Morgan? I can't imagine two bigger morons. Tate Morgan. Were they like playing chess or something? Oh man, this is going to be hilarious. This is already hilarious. Look at this. You can't get me for this one, YouTube, because the video's already on YouTube, so I'm allowed to watch it. Okay, this isn't against your T's and C's to watch. Is it against the YouTube T's and C's to watch videos on YouTube that are on YouTube? It might be. It might be. Do I have to think about this video? What the WHO tell me I think about this video? I don't know. By the way, have you guys noticed that Andrew Tate is making the like thingy symbol already with his hands. Like he couldn't wait for the interview to start doing it. Like he's already doing that nonsense. You seen that? Okay, let's see how they're going to play this.
Uncensored, one of the most infamous men in the world.
Piers Morgan Uncensored cracks me up. Like he's an establishment toady that spent his whole life on like CNN, the Daily Mirror, and he's like uncensored. It's like, dude, you've been given a platform your whole life. The only reason people know who you are is because of the platform that you've been given. You've been rammed down our throats by the establishment ad nauseum. And then the guy's got the balls to be like, uncensored. Who exactly was censoring you? CNN? By putting you on CNN? Good Morning Britain? By putting you on like the biggest breakfast show in Britain? Is that where you were being censored? There? What a ridiculous premise.
Andrew Tate's misogynistic tirades have been viewed billions of times online.
Is he actually a real person, Andrew Tate? Is there a mannequin behind him?
He's now been effectively banned, though, from the
Why
internet.
is he standing there like a weird statue? Like he's not moving.
He doesn't think that's fair. Tonight, I'm going to try and work out if it
That is so weird. Why is he frozen like? Does anyone else think this is
Tonight on
weird?
Piers Morgan Uncensored, one of the most infamous men in the world, Andrew Tate's misogynistic tirades have been viewed billions of times online.
While he calls him like
He's
a
now been
misogynist.
effectively banned, though, from the internet. He doesn't think that's fair. Tonight, I'm going to try and work out if it is.
That is so weird.
From London, this is Piers Morgan Uncensored.
Look, it's like, man, I'm uncensored. Dude, look at the studio they built you fat ass. Look at this
Billions
giant
of times online. He's now been
laser
effectively
lights,
banned, though, from the internet.
state-of-the-art
He doesn't
studio
think
with a
that's
big
fair.
glowing desk.
Tonight, I'm going to try and work out.
Oh, man, you're so uncensored. You're so censored. Man, why won't they just give Piers Morgan a break? Look at this giant, like, graphic of, like, a flashing globe. They're throwing, like, millions at the production of this TV show that he's on that nobody asked for him to get, that no one wants to watch. And he's like, man, finally, I'm uncensored. Finally, they're giving me some small shot at having a voice. Are you stoned?
From London, this is Piers Morgan Uncensored.
Well, good evening from London and welcome to a special edition of Piers Morgan Uncensored. Andrew Tate, one-on-one. He's the most famous man you
Like
probably
it's a
never
basketball
heard
game or
of,
something.
with billions of views online. At one point this year, more people were searching Google for Andrew Tate than Donald Trump or Kim Kardashian.
Wow, isn't that incredible? He's so censored that he's the most searched man ever. I wonder how that happened.
A former professional kickboxer, he was kicked off Big Brother in
Oh, he's on Big Brother, man. They're really trying to keep this guy out of the public eye by putting him on Big Brother.
2016 after a video emerged of him striking a woman, in what they now both claim was a consensual sex
Wow, a sensational video went online. Wow, that's crazy.
game. He's since made millions as a pornographer and casino owner in Romania, but it's his online videos that have made him notorious across the world, posing as a playboy with fast cars, cigars, weapons and cash.
Posing as. These people always tell you who they really are. Posing as this with that. It's exactly who he is, a poser. He's pretending to be like this. He's not really like this. I will actually be surprised if he's really a man. I know that sounds crazy, but I wouldn't be surprised.
He rants about his often scandalous views on women.
Listen to the
Or
voice.
instruct a female to provide sustenance.
Look, this is such a bad act, man.
Cook.
Such a bad act. How can you not see that this is a bad act? It's so bad. And the stuff he says is deliberately designed to wind up women. Get a female. Cook. Shut up, you jerk. He's deliberately being a jerk. And at the same time trying to appeal to men so that men style themselves like this complete jerk.
So I think my sister is her husband's property, yes.
Tells young men they can get as rich as him by paying for his digital life lessons.
I have 100 business tips I'm going to teach you, which will allow you to make your own money instantly.
But amid a global
Imagine thinking this guy's for real.
media backlash, the net has closed on Andrew Tate. While millions still share his videos, he's effectively
Oh, no way. This complete, obnoxious, fake jerk is a role model to loads of young people. Oh, I wonder what role he's playing for the establishment as they try to ruin society. Oh man, it's so hard to figure out.
And from the web, booted off Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter,
So booted that he's everywhere.
and TikTok. To his fans, he's a misunderstood satirist and a victim of big tech censorship. To many others, he's a malicious misogynist. Tonight, I'll try and get to the truth.
Making that symbol again.
Well, some of the opinions Andrew Tate shares in his videos are undeniably deeply offensive. We're going to show you some of them on this show. I think you should see them for yourself, not simply hear what he says about them or what other people say about them. Tens of millions of people across the world follow Andrew Tate, and with a big following comes a big responsibility, as well as a public interest in holding his views to account. If outrageous opinions are read aloud, they can be challenged and exposed for what they are. If they're silenced, the person holding these views can become a martyr. So that's why I invited Andrew Tate to come here tonight, and he joins me now live. So, Andrew, well, welcome, first of all. You come all the way from Romania to do this interview.
Correct. Right.
What do you hope to achieve from this interview? Why are you here?
It'd be interesting to have a conversation with you. You've certainly been the subject of your own divided opinions in the world. There's a lot of people who would say some of the things you say are perhaps dangerous or toxic. So I thought you'd be a good person to speak to about this subject.
I didn't know much about you before this year, and then I suddenly became very aware of you, as the world did, because, as I said earlier, you were the #1 subject searched on Google ahead of Donald Trump. Yeah. I didn't think it was even possible. Yeah. Why did you get suddenly so popular stroke infamous?
Yes, indeed.
I exploded. I certainly didn't do that with magic. I've been on the internet for a very long time.
Yeah, right.
I think in the world we live in now, as the other side, the people who disagree with me, as they get more and more tyrannical in their censorships and their hate mobs, etc.
Like, you're not on their side, dude.
As standard masculine practices are deemed toxic, I didn't put a magic spell on everybody. I managed to accumulate a large amount of affinity.
There's nothing masculine about saying to a woman, cook, and being like, I've got loads of money and cars, so I'm cool. Like, that's not masculine. That's just, you're a jerk. You know what I mean? It's not masculine.
With
jerky.
The male populace across the Western world, because I'm simply saying things that many men believe, think, and feel.
The problem I would say is...
No. You don't represent men. You're a jerk.
I'll play you just a clip off the top. This is from Joe Rogan. He's somebody I absolutely love.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, no shit. No shit. You guys all love each other.
And I think it explains to me what I presume my issue with you is going to be, right?
Correct.
And you have absolutely got the right to try and persuade me otherwise.
Sure.
But Joe Rogan said this about you.
My 12-year-old and my 14-year-old asked me about Andrew Tate.
Oh, no way. Look, it's Joe Rogan on there promoting someone from the establishment, like putting his name out there on his podcast. Crazy.
My 14-year-old asked me, I said he's a legit world champion kickboxer. I go,
Guess what? Joe Rogan loves this guy. He's legit. His kids love him. Man, it should just be put out there into the culture that Andrew Tate's legit by Joe Rogan. Crazy.
I like him a lot. Why do you like him? And I was asking him. And they said he says a lot of funny stuff on Twitter and TikTok. He f***ed up with the misogynist. Yes. Because if he didn't do that, if he just did the pro-male stuff.
So I thought that was interesting, because when I've gone over everything that's been at the center of the debate about Andrew Tate, I come down with Joe Rogan in the sense that there's a lot of stuff you say I agree with. You know, I've got 3 sons in their 20s. It's not easy, actually, being a young male in the modern world. And I think a lot of the things that you say about that can resonate.
Piers Morgan's just reading from a script down there.
With them. Yeah. The problem comes with the, I don't know, 10, 20% or whatever of your output, which on the face of it appears to be blatant misogyny. And when you couple that with your massive influence and huge reach...
Yeah, it's almost like that he's deliberately putting this poison out there. It's almost like 80% of the stuff that he says is there to trick people into becoming misogynists, isn't it?
That is why the social media companies have decided to effectively cancel you.
BS.
I don't believe in cancellation.
Obviously.
I don't believe in censorship particularly. That's why I've invited you to come on the show.
Yeah, right.
But I do think a lot of the things you've said are blatant misogyny. Do you accept that?
So you made a very interesting point there. You just said on the face of it appear to be blatantly misogynistic. I understand that on the face of some of the long format content I've made, if you're going to take a few seconds out of hours, chop it up, put it all over social media, a company with my massive fame, then things can absolutely not
A company with my massive fame. Listen to these people.
been taken out of context. I do not hate women in any regard. I have no negative relationship with women.
Negative. You see the way he goes like negative? Like he's doing like a weird Russell Brand impression every now and then.
Women have come forward saying I've hurt them. I've no criminal record for hurting women. There's no way I can be seen as the face or the devil in regards to how men treat women on the planet. I'm absolutely and utterly the opposite. I believe in protecting and providing. I've been misunderstood. There's been large contingents of people who have tried very hard to purport lies about me. And the truth of the matter is, I've been producing content for a very long time. Hours and hours of videos been cut down to 2 or 3 seconds of clip. Those clips have gone viral and people misunderstand me.
But I think you've used this phrase of be taken out of context. And I'm not sure that is correct in the sense that it still comes out of your mouth. And some of the things some of the things you've said, I just think are blatantly.
Well, let's do them. Let's hear them.
Let's go through some.
Sure.
Right?
Now they're going to have like a fake argument for views just to promote this guy some more.
So you said this about Me Too stroke rape. This is probably 40% of the reason I moved to Romania. In Eastern Europe, none of this garbage flies. You go to the police and say, he raped me back in 1988. They'll say, well, you should have done something about it back then.
Yeah, so the point I was making was obviously at the height of the Me Too scandal, and also if we look at Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, there's been a lot of high-profile cases where men have been accused of things they did not do without evidence, and their lives have been completely and utterly destroyed.
Right.
When I say these things, people sit and say that, oh, he hates women. I don't hate women. I think rape is disgusting. I would take a stronger stance on rape than the British government. I think these people should face the death penalty. But to sit and say that women without evidence can go forward and just make up accusations against men, even though they've been repeatedly proven to destroy men's lives at will, is absolutely and utterly
What about a woman who was raped back in 1988 and goes to the police?
Okay, I've had enough of these guys. It's pretty grim stuff. I see what the deal is here. You know, I see what the deal is here. It's like, have him say some stuff that everyone would agree with, that makes sense. And because he's on the same team as people that are destroying the world, he knows how the world is being destroyed. So it's quite easy for him to stand up and be like, well, they're doing this and they're doing that and they should be doing this and this is wrong and that's right, you know? But where is he leading people? He's leading people to be jerks. He's leading people to just focus on money. Like his God is money. You know, have a lot of cars, get a lot of cigars. Listen to me, you know, I'm going to make you rich. F everyone, you know? Oh my gosh, we're not trying to convince we're not trying to convince Al that there's embryos in Pepsi Max again. Man, this has gone downhill. Okay, Al really wants me to watch this pedo whiskey ad, so I guess I can. Man, how does anyone listen to an hour of Andrew Tate and Piers Morgan, dude? I couldn't make 5 minutes. Right. Let me watch this pedo whiskey ad. Where is it, Al? Where is it? I've got a feeling this isn't going to work, but we'll see. Whenever anyone puts a link in YouTube, I can usually never get it, but we'll see, Al. Oh, where was that it? Open a new tab. I think I have to take the studio away. There you go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, I found it. Right. Let's watch this pedo whiskey ad. And then I'm going to go and get some Baileys. Where is it? Here it is. Okay, Al, just for you, we're going to watch this crap. Okay?
Ah, ¿vais a venir? Pues claro. Estupendamente. Aquí estamos.
Maybe the face I can't forget, a trace of pleasure or regret, maybe my treasure or the price I have to pay. She may be the song that summer sings, maybe the chill that autumn brings, maybe 100 different things within the measure of a a day. She may be the beauty or the beast, may be the famine or the feast, may turn each day into a heaven or a hell. She may be the mirror of my dreams, a smile reflected in a stream. She may not be what she may seem inside her shell.
It does just look evil, doesn't it? It is traumatizing. It's deliberately traumatizing. I wish I didn't have to watch this. Really doing you a favor here, Alan. 3-minute advert. There's no way this is an advert. This isn't an advert for whiskey. This is an advert for whiskey. This is just frightening people.
She may be the reason I survive, the way and wherefore I'm alive, the one I'll care for through the rough and ready years. Me, I'll take her laughter and her tears, for where she goes I've got to be. The meaning of my life is
magic. Please, comment section, say. Oh my gosh, look at this idiot. Watch the umpteenth time still in tears. I'll never buy the product again, it's disgusting. Yes! Guess we're going to drink Jack Daniels now. Yes! You should help those people, not encourage it. Suicide rate reference. Yes. No. So beautiful. Idiot. I love this. Idiot. Incredible. Idiot. I love this commercial. Idiot. My wife has watched this 10 times now. Oh my God. My wife has watched this 10 times now. If my wife was watching that 10 times, I would consider that grounds for divorce. Jeez. Oh, beautiful and amazing. I moved. Gross. I hope you're happy, Al. I hope you're happy. That was horrible. Oh. That was truly horrible. Man, that was gross. Okay, folks, it's time for me to go and get a Bailey's. Last stream of the year. We're going to go out in style. So while I do that, you can listen to some acoustic cinema music, I think. Here you go. We have indeed. Okay, I'll be back. It really was disgusting. It really was gross. Are you happy, Al? Music was weird. So it usually loops around in a sort of nice way. Okay, folks. Merry Christmas. The first Baileys of the year on the 30th of December. Here we go. Oh, that's good. That is a good Bale. Oh, Baileys. Baileys absolutely slaps, you know. If I wasn't so bad, I could get sponsored by Baileys, maybe. Julie says, I've only had Baileys once and I threw up. Well, you can't win them all, Jules. You absolutely cannot win them all. That's all I can say. I'll watch this as an antidote to that whiskey advert. I do need an antidote to that whiskey advert. Thank you, Claire. Aldi's Irish cream. Do Aldi really do an Irish cream for $4.99? But that's decent. How much worse is it than Bailey's? Someone was telling me the other day, I've never had Bailey's because I have a penis. That's cold. You know I'm drinking it right now. That's cold. Someone was telling me the other day to mix brandy and Bailey's. Oh. It's pretty strong though, isn't it, Bailey's? Make your own. Espresso, whiskey, and cream. Espresso? It's not coffee and Bailey's, is that? Sure, there isn't coffee in Bailey's. Right? There is. No. Drinking Bailey's is a form of torture to me. I mean, in any other month apart from December, I would probably look down on people for drinking Bailey's. But in December, man, it's on. He's not helping himself with the whole, this Bailey's is strong. Oh, that's funny. It is, though. Oh, it is strong. How can you not say that this is strong? It's got crushed ice in it, too. Does that make it less manly? Probably. What are you guys doing for New Year's? What's everyone doing for New Year's? I'm doing, we're just going around Joe's sister's house, just hanging out with her and her husband, who I really like. So I'm looking forward to that. Should be fun. I had Bailey's cream for my Christmas pud. That was strong. That's a strong Christmas pud, you know. Watered down Bailey's. Yep, that's me. People mixing up Bailey's with Sheridan's. What's Sheridan's? Bailey's a bit girly. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I think girls have got better ideas about drinks than men. You know, men are like, oh, just have a bitter. Men are like, have a flat lager. Women are like, have a delicious chocolate liqueur. I'm like, you know what? I'm going with the girls on this. You guys want to drink a pint of speckled toad or whatever you drink, you know? Oh, I'll have a pint of neck oil. Oh, you're an idiot. Neck oil. You want to drink oil? Go ahead. I'm having a chocolate liqueur. I want a beaver's neck penis oil or whatever you guys drink. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm having a chocolate. I'm having a snowball with the girls. All right? You guys go and drink a pint of rusty neck piss or whatever you're drinking. Lady boys from Partridge. That when he's drinking a Bailey's or something and somebody else comes over and he claims that the dude, there's a pint and a Bailey's and you mix them both. What's that called? Lady boys. I like Peronis as well, actually. I don't think I've ever had a snowball, but whenever I want to say like a girly drink, it's always like my go-to reference. I mean, I don't really drink at all. So getting the Baileys involved once during the Christmas period is kind of as far as I go, really, you know? No, no, no. Get the hops away from my beer. Thank you. I like Bud Light and Coors Light, you know? I like those I like beer flavored water, basically. And I really do like those beers. Drinking's overrated, to be honest. I really do think that drinking is overrated. I think we're all conned into drinking a lot more than we should. You know? Especially in this country, people are just like all over the booze, you know? Yeah, I'm with Kermit on this one. I'm with Kermit the Frog, as per usual. I'm always with Kermit the Frog my whole life. Why can't people just drink what they enjoy drinking? I've always thought that. Why do people believe there is a hierarchy in what people drink? I always think that. I always think, like, why, when my friends will be like, why are you drinking that? It's like, why do you give a shit what I drink? Like, how does it impact you? Oh. It's kind of like you're drinking chocolate milk, but then this alcohol hit comes in at the end and just makes it painful. You know? What's your poison? They say that for a good reason. There you go. See you later, Cunin. See you later, dude. Have a happy new year. I'll say happy new year to you guys now because we're not going to be streaming again in 2022. This is it, folks. Man, I kind of bigged up this Bailey's to myself the whole Christmas. It's not that much of an event, is it? I got a whole bottle of this shit in the house. And I only ever drink it at December. I bet you could make a good cocktail with this if you like mix it with other things. I bet this would go well in a dessert. Like Bailey's, you know? Like Bailey's ice cream or something. Maybe. Is that a thing? I feel like it's probably already a thing, right? Bailey's ice cream. Is this stream just about Bailey's? Pretty much from now on, yeah. I did build it up too much, to be fair. That is fair. I did build it up quite a lot. Maria puts it in her tiramisu. I don't know what I put in my tiramisu. I've never made one. Tiramisu, is that like a dessert with coffee and stuff? Coffee liqueur on these little sponge fingers? Is that what that is? I think that's what that is. Quite impressed that you make your own tiramisu. It's pretty impressive. Yes, that is it. Oh, man. It's really strong, this Bailey's. I don't know what you guys are talking about that's slagging me off. This is pretty hardcore, this Bale. What you guys are talking about? It's pretty full on, this Bailey's, man. I'm in like fifth gear here with this Bailey's, folks. Oh. Remember my fish dog cocktail? Brandy, cranberry juice, Angostura bitters. I do not remember that. Bailey's cheesecake, that would slap, you know. Fair. Honestly, I don't care. Honestly, it doesn't bother me. Like, when people slag me off for what I drink, honestly, it's all good. You know? Like, I don't mind. I don't think I'm going to get drunk on this one Bailey's, and I'm definitely not having more than this one Bailey's, you know? Like, it's hard enough for me to drink this one Bailey's. I'm definitely not having more than this. I remember B-52s. Kahlua. Isn't that kind of like Bailey's Kahlua? What's Kahlua? Has that got pineapple in it? I vote for Bailey's cheesecake on Al's new cooking show. That would be so good. That would be so good. Can we talk about the Andrew Tate psyop? I'm guessing you weren't here for the first hour of the stream. Like, literally, dude, for a whole hour, I talked about almost nothing apart from Andrew Tate. Appreciate it. Cheers. This guy's hilarious. It's like, can we talk about Andrew Tate? It's like, you for real? I knew you weren't here because honestly, we literally only just stopped talking about it. I haven't. No, I haven't. Coffee liqueur. Oh, that sounds good. See, look, man, people are just burnt out about Andrew Tate now. Has it got a picture of an elephant on it or something, Kahlua? That's true. People relate to people more that drink on live streams and stuff. Okay. No worries. I don't like cheesecake in large amounts. Yeah, I mean, who does? Cheesecake's one of those things. You can't eat a lot of cheesecake. Nor should you. Big bottle, yellow label, red writing. I'm sure I'm going to get a headache from this Junior Baileys that I'm drinking. Why is it called cheesecake if it has no cheese in it? Well, I thought cheesecake did have cheese in it. Doesn't cheesecake have soft cheese in it? We really are just getting the latest breaking news on this stream. Yeah, see, look, I knew it did. I knew it did. I'm turning my heater on for 10 minutes. I cracked. I wasn't going to, but it's necessary. Cream cheese or mascarpone cheese? That's what I thought. I mean, a lot of cheese is consumed around Christmas. I don't want to bum anyone out, but I've got a feeling that this might be the last Christmas the establishment let us have for a long time. Who knows when I'll get my next Baileys? I've learned something tonight. See? You always do on these streams, even if it's about cheesecake. Stuart Walker says, I love cheese. The time is 20 minutes past 9. Stuart Walker's text in, and Stuart says, I love cheese. The time is 20 minutes past 9. If I had a mainstream media radio show, dude, you have any idea how many times I would do that kind of stuff for my own amusement? Just read out some sort of text in like that and then quickly say the time is right afterwards. Man, that would just keep me so amused. Oh, Bailey's is awful. Oh, Bailey's is really strong. Oh, I wish Bailey's just didn't have any alcohol in it. It was just like chocolate milk. I'd like a half-strength Bailey's. Is that available? And instead of alcohol, it has ice cream. Like, I know you guys are saying Bailey's is girly, but it turns out it's not actually girly enough for me. It's too strong. It doesn't have any ice cream in it. I'd like a half-strength Bailey's, but with ice cream. I could drink that. And lots of ice, yeah. Thank you very much for loving the new video. I've ramped up video production on the channel. I hope you've noticed. Because obviously I'm going to be away in January, so I thought I'll just pump out some videos now while I got the chance. I might have time to do another one tomorrow as well, I think. That's correct. I want a weaker, girlier Bailey's. That is 100% right, yeah. Thank you. Add ice cream. I should have done. You think I should have added? I should have added ice cream to this drink. I've got some ice cream. Oh, I wish you'd said that earlier. I'm away from the 3rd to the 13th of January. I'm going on honeymoon. Belated. So, yeah, look out for that. I might try and do a stream from Antigua. We'll see. I might try, and obviously I'll do something for church on Sunday. I'm not sure what. Hopefully I'll be able to stream while I'm out there. Man, I'm really not enjoying these Baileys as much as I thought I would, you know. It's been a bit of a blow, this Baileys, to be honest. Oh, I've dropped my slipper. Man, I'm such an alpha. Drinking Baileys, dropping my slippers. What an absolute alf. Alpha M. Hey, look, Charlotte just sent this video in. Let's watch it. What do we got here? Let's have a look at this one.
Well, clarify, you are suggesting the British Prime Minister invented having a virus that may not exist.
What?
I don't know if anyone invented it or not, but I would say that the numbers of people getting whatever they're getting is declining rapidly, and there's no justification whatsoever.
25 million people. Well, again,
lockdown.
Mr. Corbyn, let me just jump in. Just to clarify the numbers, 25 million people around the world have tested.
I love that. Mr. Corbyn, just let me cut you off and stop what you're saying.
Positive for coronavirus, COVID-19.
Well, yes, but you see,
and over 800,000.
Hang on. You see, he won't let Piers talk.
Hang on, let me
and
finish
I
the
know
question, then I will let you
these
answer.
tests don't work. Tests do not work.
Let me finish the question. And over
But don't interrupt me when I'm answering.
I won't. I'll let you answer. Over 800,000 people have now died from COVID-19. That is a demonstrable fact. Now,
look at the way that harpy in the middle just nods her head.
That do you think does not constitute a pandemic?
Well, 800,000 people have died and they've been labelled COVID when it might have been completely something else. It is not a pandemic because the numbers dying are nothing different from a normal year of people dying as they die all the time. And secondly, it is not a high consequence infection.
Look at the way that the mainstream media label this guy. Doubter and denier. Denier. They love that, calling someone a denier. Well, he's a COVID denier. They're so dishonest in everything they do.
And that was declared by the government and the World Health Organization on March the 19th. So what we have is a psychological operation to close down the economy in the interests of mega corporations who are going to gain out of massive joblessness happening upon us now.
Oh, she cuts in as like the concerned female, like, oh, I'm sorry, I've just got to cut in for the good of the country. Oh, you're so lovely. What a lovely lady. Julie says they want to give my dad treatment for COVID. I'm livid. He's not even sick with it. Doesn't surprise me. These people are just criminals, man. These people are in like the health system. I'm terrified of the health system. And it's so idolized. You can't say anything about it. Even if people are waiting 55 years for a cancer operation, you can't say that that's crap because people are like, oh my gosh, you said the NHS is crap when it obviously is. You can't do that. Here in Cyprus, it's very melancholy. Family members not the same. What does that mean? Holly Willoughby's doing the one eye shit again, huh? She's done that before. She's not new to that. I don't even know if I want to finish this Baileys, I'm really not feeling it. It's dangerous, agreed. You know what, accelerated his cancer. They are pumping him with chemo, even though he's terminal. Oh, now they're trying to finish him off with, yeah, oh my gosh, sorry. Oh yeah, I know it means sad. I just didn't get the last bit. I didn't get the bit about family members not the same. Oh, not the same after the, yeah, okay. I wish I was having some cola bowls instead of this awful Baileys. Yeah, dude, so many people are ill right now. So many people are ill at the moment. Young people, old people, everyone. I think it's probably the stuff they're spraying on us out the sky, like if you ask me. I think we're massively underestimating the illness problems that are probably being caused by the stuff they're spraying on us out the back of planes, Cola cubes, you say? Cola cubes? I thought we were talking about cola bottles. Anyway. that'll probably just about do it for tonight, I think. Bailey's has been an own goal. We will be back. I'll probably do a stream before I go on a honeymoon, I would say. But this will probably be the last stream of 2000. Well, this definitely will be the last stream 2022. So I wish you guys Happy New Year now. Thank you very much for another year of live streams, another year of videos, another year of this community going on. So I appreciate it, each and every one of you, and a Happy New Year from me to all of you for tomorrow. I don't even know, is Happy New Year like satanic or pagan or whatever? Who cares? Who cares? Oh yeah, the year actually ends in April or whatever, so I guess it doesn't matter. Love and peace to all. It's not tomorrow though, yeah, that's right. Thanks, dude. Thanks, Wobbler. Oh, thanks for all the messages, guys. All this. Happy New Year, Jane. Good to hang out with you guys tonight. We'll be back sometime before I leave. Thanks, Kermit. Thanks, Stuart. Yes, indeed. Okay, see you tomorrow, guys. Not tomorrow, but see you soon. Peace. Bye.